Welcome to one of the most unique and beautiful national parks in the country, and this, the ultimate travel guide to Olympic National Park. In this video, I'll show you how to get here, how to get around, where to stay, where to eat, and what there is to do and see in this remarkable location. Like many national parks, it does take some effort to get here. The nearest commercial airports to Olympic National Park are Seattle, Everett, Bellingham, Victoria, and Vancouver International Airports. If you're driving from Seattle, it's about 3 hours. You can also get here by ferry to the Olympic Peninsula from 3 locations in Washington State or from Victoria, British Columbia, and from there, it's only a short drive into the park. Traveling around the park is relatively easy as US Highway 101 circumnavigates the entire Olympic Peninsula. Be prepared though for some driving, as there's nearly 1 million acres of national park. If you need some assistance or information while you're in the park, there are 5 visitor centers. There is accommodation in the park. In fact, there are 4 lodges: the Calalock Lodge, the Lake Crescent Lodge, the Log Cabin Resort, and the Solduck Hot Springs Resort. There's also another lodge that is often considered to be in the national park, but actually isn't. It's just outside in Olympic National Forest, and that is the beautiful and historic Lake Quinault Lodge. The 4 lodges in the park cannot possibly accommodate the number of visitors to the park, naturally, but there is ample accommodations just outside of the park in the North Peninsula, the West Peninsula, and the East Peninsula. They're all within an easy drive of the park. Olympic National Park is a popular destination for camping, and there are plenty of campgrounds. In fact, there are 7 campgrounds that accept reservations during the summer months, usually late April through to September. Reservations can be made through recreation.gov. There are 7 more campgrounds that offer camping on a first-come, first-served basis. The park also has more than 100 designated wilderness campsites, many right on the beach. You will need an overnight permit, however, which you can get through and from recreation.gov. Like most national parks, restaurants and cafes are usually an afterthought. However, there are dining facilities in the lodges throughout the park. There is a restaurant at Calalock Lodge, Lake Crescent Lodge, Solduck Hot Springs Resort, and a cafe at the Log Cabin Resort. You will find a much larger selection of restaurants just outside of the park in Port Angeles, Sequim, Forks, and Port Townsend. One of the amazing things about this park is its diversity. The park includes a Pacific Coast region, the amazing temperate rainforests, and the mountains and old-growth forest areas as well. And it's all in one single park. So, let's start on the coast. Calalock is one of the most visited areas in the park. It's a great beach to wander, and there are numerous hiking trails nearby. Also nearby is Ruby Beach, which features rocky beaches, giant drift logs, pounding waves, and views of the offshore islands known as sea stacks. Rialto Beach is really one of the quintessential beaches of the park, with rocky beaches, giant drift logs, and tall sea stacks just offshore. A little inland from Rialto Beach is Mora, which is where you will find towering trees, dense ground coverings, but with the ever-present sound of the nearby Pacific. Ozette includes the coastline area and is dotted with tall sea stacks that are wonderful to look at and photograph. Just a little bit inland is Lake Ozette and the bordering old-growth forests. Now, the coastline in the park is more than 70 miles in length, so there are many other beautiful beaches, including Shishi Beach, First Beach, Second Beach, Third Beach, and Beach 4. Perhaps they could have been named with a little bit more imagination, though. There are 4 amazing temperate rainforests in the park, and the one thing that makes these forests so wonderful, well, is rain. Lots of it, 12 to 14 feet per year. One of the largest temperate rainforests in the US, the Hoh Rainforest, is a stunning, lush region with a variety of hiking trails. Some of the better-known hiking trails include the Hall of Mosses Trail, the Spruce Nature Trail, and the Hoh River Trail. The Queets Rainforest is another one of the lush and ancient temperate rainforests in the park, and the Upper Queets has far fewer visitors, so if you like a little solitude, you'll actually love it at this particular rainforest. The Quinault Rainforest is located in the southwestern area of the park and is home to the world's largest Sitka spruce tree that is apparently more than 1,000 years old and nearly 200 feet tall. Now, if you like waterfalls, Quinault also has several that are easily accessible, including the Merriman Falls. The Boca Shield Rainforest is noted for its hanging mosses, old-growth cedar and spruce trees, lush ferns, and wetlands. The area is accessed by a trailhead in neighboring Olympic National Forest, but then it wanders deep into the national park. The Elwha Valley is located in the central northern region of the park and includes the 45-mile-long Elwha River that flows from the Olympic Mountains to the Strait of Juan de Fuca. The valley also has many great hiking trails. Lake Crescent is a deep, striking blue lake and is located in the lower Olympic Mountains, about 18 miles west of Port Angeles. It's also most likely the most beautiful lake in the park. The Solduck Valley is known for its hot springs, ancient forests, and stunning waterfall, the Solduck Falls. This rainforest is absolutely gorgeous. Solduck Falls, by the way, is a relatively easy 1.6-mile round-trip hike. Now, if you want to keep going after you reach the falls, another 10-minute hike will take you to the ancient groves. A must-visit, Hurricane Ridge offers panoramic views of the park and is one of the most visited sites within the park. In winter, it's a popular spot for snowshoeing and skiing. And of course, this only scratches the surface, as there are many more amazing places in the park to see. If you enjoy national park videos, please consider subscribing, as I add at least 2 national park videos every single month. With over 600 miles of trails, hiking is one of the most popular activities in the park. Trails range from easy walks to challenging multi-day hikes. The iconic Hoh Rainforest boasts moss-draped trees and vibrant flora, while Hurricane Ridge provides panoramic views of snow-capped mountains. The challenging High Divide Loop offers a backcountry adventure, and the coastal trails reveal tide pools and dramatic seascapes. The park is home to a diverse range of wildlife, including elk, black bears, deer, marmots, and over 300 species of birds, including bald eagles. The coastal areas are good for seeing seals, sea otters, and if you're lucky, whales. Most of the year it rains here a lot, which isn't great for stargazing. However, in the summer it does rain less, and with minimal light pollution, Olympic National Park is an amazing place to stargaze. Most of the park remains open in the winter, but naturally, check the park website for updates. Winter activities include cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, sliding, and tubing at Hurricane Ridge. In addition to the park, there are a number of small, charming towns on the Olympic Peninsula well worth visiting. These include Port Angeles, Sequim, Forks, and Port Townsend. Of course, if you do have more time, you're only a few hours away from Seattle, Victoria, and Vancouver. There are also 2 other national parks in Washington State. Mount Rainier National Park, which is about a 2.5-hour drive from here, and North Cascades National Park, which is about a 4-hour drive from Olympic National Park. So there you go, one of the most diverse and beautiful national parks in the country, Olympic National Park.